just gotta just fixing something real quick. Okay, now we good. So we got Kansas State going up against Oklahoma. And whew, what a game this is. I've been looking forward to this game for a minute now. My boy Drake Cheatham, 21 on Kansas State, about to go crazy. I'm telling y'all, he's gonna go crazy. I'm hyped for it. I can't wait to see what he can do. Then we have Oklahoma, who's number 6, and they're out to try to prove that they is for real. Can they do it? I don't really know, because 2 out of the last 3 meetings we have seen Kansas State beat Oklahoma, and Oklahoma was ranked in the top 10 in all 3 of those matchups. So can they repeat, or will they go down to Kansas State again? Me, I'm hoping they go down to Oklahoma State again. But you never know nowadays with college football, but it's looking like Kansas State, Oklahoma just scored a beautiful touchdown, and right now it's looking like Kansas State is just coming back hardcore, and they are not gonna stop until they get to what they want. And let's hope that Kansas State does pull this off, because that would be a big upset. We already had a couple upsets today that people weren't expecting. Washington State blew their game. They had it. They had that game. I swear they did. And then they just blew it. But for them, it's okay though. They are going to have a great comeback, I think, in the future. I think they're going to have a great future with that program. My question is Cameron Ward a senior? I gotta look that up. But we have Adrian Martinez. Nebraska right now is just at home pissed off that they got rid of him. We all know it. We all know that they're mad that they got rid of him. But it's whatever. Because Nebraska, y'all dropped the ball again. It's kind of sad Nebraska is turned into that for the football program. They used to be a very, very, very great program. And now Nebraska is just, they're the laughing stock. Like, I put faith in Nebraska, and it was just bad. But Adrian Martinez pass is complete to Phillip Brooks. That's Brooks' second catch of the game. He has 22 yards. Then Adrian Martinez, 6-yard run. He has 10 carries, 60 yards, and 1 TD. They are on the Oklahoma 6-yard line, 3rd and 2 now. And it's looking like Kansas State is gonna get a score here with 7:35 left in the first half. Can they do it? Right now, everyone's paying attention to that Bama game, the Ohio State game. But this is the game that I've been looking forward to since I saw that this was the game that this week they were playing. I'm hyped for it. We got a great matchup here. Oklahoma versus Kansas State. Can Kansas State pull off? Adrian Martinez run for 1 yard. 4th and 1. Are they going to go for it? Or are they going to kick the field goal and get the easy 3 points to give them the lead to make it a 17-14 game? Or are they going to go for it because it's on the Oklahoma 5-yard line and then put trust in their defense? That is the question. Kansas State is 2-1. Oklahoma is number 6 in the country. 3-0. A lot of people are saying Oklahoma is overrated. Are they? Are they overrated? Maybe. And if they lose to Kansas State, does that knock them out of the college football playoff conversation? Does it? Because if they win every other game, timeout Kansas State with 6:52 left in the second. I think they were trying to get a false start called on that play. Remember, you guys, I'm not watching it. I'm doing the same thing you guys are. Watching it through this. Let me move my knee down. I'll put myself on this side for you guys so you guys can see better. We don't want that playing, obviously. We don't want that playing. Let me see if that made it better. No, it didn't. I gotta make myself a little bit smaller. Make myself like that. And I'm gonna just put myself over here. Okay, now that should make everything better. So we got Oklahoma State. Oklahoma, I meant. I don't even think Oklahoma State played this week. But let me see what Cameron Ward is. Is he a senior? You guys, I am trying to get to see his. He is only a sophomore, Cameron Ward. So if I'm a Washington State fan, I am excited because they have a great future. But honestly, so doesn't a lot of teams, I feel like. Right now, we are watching Kansas State versus Oklahoma. It is 14-14. Oklahoma has made a comeback to tie the game up. And we have a great game. This would be a huge victory for Kansas State. Make them 3-1. And if they lose, it will make them 2-2. And I believe if they win this game, they will be in the top 25. More than likely. Because I know they were getting votes. But right now, it's 4th and 1 on the Oklahoma 5-yard line. Kansas State took a timeout. So that makes, I think they're going to kick a field goal here to make it a 17-14 game with 6:52 left in the second quarter. But we will have to wait and see what they do. Will they take the easy points or will they try to get that 1 yard? That is the question. And Texas fell today to Texas Tech. Texas Tech is 3-1 overall now. The Big 12, they actually have some pretty decent record. Right now, who's on top, though, will surprise you. It is Kansas. Kansas is on top right now of the Big 12 standings. Yes, you heard me right. Kansas. Touchdown! Kansas State. Adrian Martinez, 3-yard rushing TD. His second rushing TD of the game. Makes it a 20-14 game, waiting on the extra point. Huge touchdown. Adrian Martinez, Nebraska transfer, and Nebraska is crying at home right now. We all know they is in tears. Scott Frost is crying at home with his nod. He doesn't have a job no more. But wow, he is putting on a performance. Adrian Martinez is 102 yards, 9 for 14 passing, 1 TD, 13 carries, 66 rushing yards, and 2 rushing TDs. What a game we have so far from him. And wow. Adrian Martinez, 3-yard run. TD. And the kick is good. So it's 21-14. Kansas State is up against the number 6 team in the country. With 6:15 left to go in the second quarter. Or in the first half. Martinez just, wow. And they're doing this in Norman. They're at Oklahoma. Kansas State is not afraid of the big bad Sooners, as everyone says. Boomer Sooner, Kansas State. They are not afraid. The Wildcats aren't afraid of them. Boomer Sooners. Sooners, not Soomers. I said Boomer and Sooner. I meant Boomer Sooners. They're not afraid of them. They don't give a crap about them. They're like, let's go. We going. Touchdown, Kansas State. I'm just caught off guard by how much disrespect that they were putting on Kansas State. What was the spread on this? The spread on this game was Oklahoma 13.5. Put some respect on Kansas State. They have a great team. Yes, they lost a game, but that doesn't mean crap nowadays. We all know that. But they are here to play against Oklahoma, and they are ready to win. To spoil the party for Oklahoma again and make it 3 out of the 4 last meetings that they have met up, that they have beaten the Oklahoma Sooners. Can Kansas State keep it going? Can they, or will they crumble? We already saw App State had a 28-3 lead already this year, this weekend. And James Madison came back to beat them. Yes, you heard me right. 28-3 lead. Then James Madison came back to beat them. You heard me right. To beat them. 32-28. It's crazy, isn't it? When I saw that, I was just in awe that App State, their miracle run, just came to an end. They didn't score a single point in the second half. James Madison's proven that, hey, yes, we were an FCS team last year, but now we're an FBS team, and we're here to play. We're here to win. And that's a huge win for them to start off the season. I believe that is their first game in the Sun Belt. First game in the Sun Belt they played. And they do that, come back from a 28-3 victory. That is crazy. But here we go. Ty Zentner, kickoff for 65 yards, and it is a touchback for Oklahoma. Touchback for Oklahoma. (21-14), Kansas State. First Big 12 game for both teams. Both trying to prove a point. But one's proving a bigger point than Kansas State. Or than one another, my bad. I'm just caught off guard by everything with Kansas State. They are a great team. Jaleel Farrow. Then we have Marcus Major run for 8 yards to the Oklahoma 32-yard line. Makes it a 3rd and 3. Marcus Major has 5 carries, 23 yards, and no touchdowns. Can Oklahoma answer back with a touchdown themselves? There's 6:15 left in the first half. 3rd and 3. What can Dylan Gabriel do with this Oklahoma offense? What can he do? That is the question. And it is a pass to Marvin Mims. 19 yards. And they are into Kansas State territory. They are at the 49 of Kansas State. 1st and 10. 6:15 left in the half. Wow. Marvin Mims, 2 receptions, 69 yards, and 1 TD. And Dylan Gabriel with the pass to Jaleel Farrock for 26 yards to the Kansas State 23-yard line. Jaleel has 2 receptions, 30 yards. That was a big, big reception from him right there when Oklahoma needed him. Five-yard rush for Marcus Major. He has 6 carries, 28 yards. 2nd and 5 after that 5-yard run from Marcus Major. Number 2-4. On the Kansas State 18. Dylan Gabriel pass complete to Marvin Mims for 3 yards to the Kansas State 15. 3rd and 2 now. Marvin Mims is up to 72 yards and 1 TD and only 3 receptions. Yes, you heard me right. Only 3. Only trace. Then we have Eric Gray for a 1-yard run to the Kansas State 14. Makes it a 4th and 1 for Oklahoma. Can they score? Will they go for the field goal here? Or will they freaking say, we're going to do what y'all did? But the thing is, Kansas State was at the 5-yard line. Oklahoma's 5-yard line. Oklahoma is at Kansas State's 14-yard line. Yes, that's only 9-yard difference. But that 9 yards, we all know football is a game of inches. Inches. Yes, you heard me right. Sometimes even centimeters. It's like baseball. Could be inches, could be centimeters, could be millimeters. So what will they do? What is going to happen? 6:15 left in the half. Fourth and 1. Will Dylan Gabriel air it out, or will he hand it off, or will he take it for himself, tuck it in, and run? Oklahoma has a 60.2% chance to win this game, according to ESPN win probability. 4th and 1. 21-17, Kansas State is up. Field goal from Oklahoma makes it a 21-17 point game. Wow. With 2:47 left in the second quarter, let's see what Kansas State can do when they get the ball back. Will they march on the field and score another touchdown, or will Oklahoma's defense step up and make a stop? What will we see happen? I hope we see Kansas State run down that field and get another touchdown with 2:47 left in the second quarter. Or in the first half. Either or, which one do you prefer? Because this is going to be a great game. Kansas State, Oklahoma, 21-17. Kansas State. Wow. Just wow. Oklahoma has scored 10 points this quarter, and Kansas State has scored 7. Then we got Oklahoma versus, who do they play next week? Well, I did see that Oklahoma would not be playing Oklahoma State, so the Belham series will not continue, which is major Because isn't that rivalry has been going on for so damn long? So long. But both quarterbacks are having a pretty good game. But Kansas State is having a better. Adrian Martinez is having an amazing game. 66 yards rushing, 2 TDs, 102 yards passing, and then 1 passing TD. That is amazing. .247 left in the second quarter. We have Kansas State versus Oklahoma. Right now, Kansas State is up 21-17. Field goal for Oklahoma. This has been a really good game, though, so far. Back and forth, honestly. Yes, it's 21-17, but it has been really a back and forth game. And it's a Zach Schmidt 65-yard kickoff for a touchback. Touchback, Zach Schmidt. Kansas has the ball on their own 25-yard line. Kansas State 25-yard line. 2:47 left in the first half. Second quarter, though, 2:47 left, but it's technically the end of the first half. And we already have Adrian Martinez with a 19-yard pass to Phillip Brooks, who has 3 receptions, 41 yards, to the Kansas State 44-yard line. What will Kansas State do now? After one play, already getting 19 yards, and it's a 10-yard running play from Deuce Vaughn, one of the most underrated running backs in college football. 13 carries, 51 yards so far for him in the first half. 2 plays, 29 yards. Wow. Now Kansas State has the ball in the Oklahoma side of the field. 1st and 10 for Kansas State. What will Kansas State do with the ball? They're going to hand it back off to Deuce, or will we see Adrian Martinez have it somewhere? And it's an Adrian Martinez 4-yard run to give Adrian Martinez 70 yards on the day for rushing. What a performance. And Wisconsin is getting destroyed. Texas A&M is up on Arkansas now, 23-14. Bama is up 31-3 against Vanderbilt. They're on the Vanderbilt 25-yard line. Jeez Louise. UConn is down 31-3. As I say that, we have Adrian Martinez pass complete to Malik Knowles, who has 2 receptions, 14 yards, and 1 TD. And he gets that for 8 yards, and to the Oklahoma 34-yard line. And as the pass is incomplete, Adrian Martinez's pass is incomplete. They are at the Oklahoma 34-yard line. Now it is 2nd and 10. Pass is also now, second pass is incomplete. Was that the same pass? I think that was the same pass, and it was incomplete to Malik Knowles. Yeah, 2nd and 10. Oklahoma 34-yard line. What will Kansas State do? Will they get the TD? Or will they not get the TD? What will happen? and they get a 22-yard run from Deuce Vaughn to the Oklahoma 12-yard line. 1st and 10, 6 plays, 63 yards. Kansas State is driving down the field on the Sooners. They say, okay, Boomer. 22 yards. Deuce Vaughn's up to 73 yards rushing now. Jason Tatum's kid wish he could be like Deuce. 15 carries now, 79 yards, and a 6-yard rush right there to give Kansas State the ball on the Oklahoma 6. 2nd and 4. I think they're under a minute left to play. I don't know because they won't update it. Pass is incomplete. Adrian Martinez's pass is incomplete. He is now 11 for 18 on the day. But they are on the Oklahoma 6-yard line. And the pass was incomplete to Deuce. 3rd and 4 now for Kansas State. 3rd and 4 for Kansas State. Can they get a touchdown to make this a 2-score lead going into the half? Or will they get a field goal to make it a touchdown lead? What will they do? What will happen? What will transpire for Kansas State and the Oklahoma Sooners? What is going to happen with these two teams? It is a 1-yard run for Deuce Vaughn. Gives him 80 yards. But now it brings a 4th and 3 for Kansas State on the Oklahoma 5-yard line. Last time they had a 4th and 1. And they elected to pass the ball and get a touchdown. Will they do the same thing they did last time, Kansas State? Go for the touchdown, or will they go for the easy points before the half? What will Kansas State do? Deuce Vaughn and Adrian Martinez have been having themselves a damn game. What will they do? What will Kansas State? With 3 seconds left, they call a timeout. It's going to be a field goal to go into the half. Up 21-17. What will Oklahoma do? Or what is Oklahoma to do during half to fix this? Because Kansas State's offense is just running the ball down their throats. It's just destroying them in every aspect. It's kind of embarrassing. Halftime in this game. And Kansas State is up 24-17. At halftime, let's take a look around of the college football games. We have Texas A&M versus Arkansas. Texas A&M is up 23-14 with 2:58 left in the third quarter. And Arkansas does have the ball, though. They are on their own 39, and it is 3rd and 9. Then we have Kentucky versus Northern Illinois, and this is a very surprising game. Kentucky is only up by 10 points. 24-14, Kentucky is up. Then we have Alabama versus Vanderbilt. Number 2 Alabama is looking to prove a point, and they are. They are destroying the Commanders 31-3. They are on their own 12-yard line, but with 12-13 left in the third quarter, and it is 31-3, I expect Bama to score more and more and more. Hopefully Vanderbilt can keep scoring or try to get a touchdown on the board. Then we have NC State versus Connecticut. Or UConn. 7:55 left in the third. We have NC State up 31-3, just like Alabama is up on Vanderbilt. I would want to see a Vanderbilt versus Connecticut game. I think that would be an amazing game. I think they should have a college football playoff. That's Duke, UConn, Vanderbilt, it's Syracuse, and then Kansas. or take UConn out there, put Vanderbilt, Syracuse, Kansas, Vanderbilt, Syracuse, Kansas, and who else would we put in there? For teams that no one really expected to do good. I would say maybe Washington State. You got Syracuse. So Syracuse, Vanderbilt, Kansas. I don't know. I have to think about that. But then we have Wisconsin versus Ohio State. In Wisconsin, this game was on my upset watch, and it is not an upset even close. It's halftime, and it's 31-7. 31 seems like a popular score for the top 15. 31. Kentucky is... You guys, I will be back live in a couple minutes. I have to go do something. I will be back live. Sorry for ending the stream. I know I just got live 30 minutes ago. I will be back. I just have to go do something real quick. I apologize. I'll be back. I promise. Make sure to check out my Instagram. Link in description. I'll be posting all the scores from around college football today. Make sure to check that out. And I'll be back. I will start the live stream again. Just keep your eyes out. I will post it again. I apologize.